Waka, welcome back to the channel. LG Gaming Guna is gonna have some changes for from this season on. This is gonna be the Gooner channel from the two sides. This is just gonna be about Arsenal, men's team, women's team, match reactions, welcome videos, previews, just different kinds of things related to Arsenal. I'm gonna have a separate gaming channel. I wanna stream more there. I'm gonna transition when it comes to work in a couple of weeks. So when I do, I will have more time to make gaming videos and stream. I'm gonna put the link to the other YouTube channel in the description, also Twitch, because I'm gonna do dual streams on Twitch and YouTube. That's kind of the news for this season. And for now, I just wanted to do a prediction video for the upcoming Premier League season. Maybe even look at the Cups and Europe, but mostly focusing on the Premier League. So let's get into it. When it comes to the relegation battle, I think most people will predict that the teams that came up will go down immediately. Last season, it didn't happen. We had two teams surviving because Leeds and Sunderland did survive. And yeah, unfortunately for us, Tottenham didn't go down. West Ham did. And for this upcoming season, I don't think the teams have strengthened enough for all of them to survive. I feel like maybe one of them will surprise, but I don't really think Coventry, Hull, or Ipswich have really made impressive transfers. Not like last season with, for example, Sunderland buying a load of players with good quality and even getting into Europe. I don't think these teams will do well. Frank Lampard, I'm not really convinced when it comes to him. I don't think he has what it takes to keep Coventry up. Maybe his experience in the Premier League could help him, but I think it's gonna be the case that he is just a good championship manager, but not a good Premier League manager. So I don't think Coventry will come in last. I think the last place will go to Hull City in this case. I mean, it's been a while since they've been in the Premier League. I mean, we all remember the FA Cup final where we beat them, which is just crazy. But I think they are going to get the last place. Think Ipswich, they do have a manager with a lot of experience. I don't know too much about their squad, but the transfers haven't been too incredible, at least not from what I've seen. So I think they will come in second to last, and maybe Lampard can keep Coventry in the 18th spot, which is still isn't too amazing. But I don't know. I think Crystal Palace will struggle, but I don't think they will be bad enough to go down. Newcastle didn't lose that much that they are going to be relegation teams. I don't think Tottenham is going to be in there again, unfortunately. So yeah, I think it's just the three teams that came up that will go down this season. Then when it comes to Europe, I have to check one more time. what the spots are. Yeah, so mm, fifth is gonna be Europa League. Gonna have Conference League spots, of course. And you never know what's gonna happen with the League Cup and the FA Cup when it comes to those spots. But let's just do the top five. I think fifth will be. This is a difficult one because Tottenham did strengthen the Serbi, did get them to play better, but I don't know. I think they will just miss out on the top five and maybe come in sixth because I do think that Villa did lose a couple of players where you're like, how will they cope with that? So I think in fifth, I will. mm, it's really difficult, man. I think when you look at it, I would put Manchester United in fifth. Don't know if they have the squad depth for Champions League and Premier League. I don't think they will be eliminated from the cups in the first round like last season. So they will just have more matches to play. Don't have the squad depth. So I think they will come in fifth. Then fourth, I think it's gonna be Liverpool. Because they are also a team that is still missing a lot of players in positions. They lost Salah. Van Dijk is getting older, and I don't think the center backs are at the same level as him. They are promising, but it's just not the same. I don't think their right back problem is solved yet. So yeah, and on the wings, it's still not what you would expect from Liverpool. So I think they will come in fourth, barely. I think Man City will come in third. Maresca will have a difficult season. The way he wants to play and the way Man City was weakened this summer, I don't think he will overcome the fact that they lost Rodri. Pep was just a big factor, of course. I think Haaland is gonna be annoyed in a lot of matches. He might still get top scorer of the Premier League, but I think he's gonna struggle a lot. And it's not just because of the Community Shield match, because it's not a real indicator for how the whole season will go. I think they will start off slow, but they always did on the Pep. They will get better in the second half of the season, but not the way they used to be, where they don't even drop points or barely drop points in the second half of the season. I think they will really struggle. They will have to hope that Foden gets to his level again. I don't know what they're going to do with Grealish. Maybe he can be of some service this season. The midfield does need some work. But I do think with Haaland and Turkey and just some of the other players, they will still come in third. Chelsea is second for me. I think, yeah, with Xabi Alonso, he is a good manager because his Real Madrid time wasn't that bad. It was mostly behind the scenes with some of the players, but when it comes to his results, it wasn't too bad. I think he will have the players listening to him, doing what his instructions say. Sao Pedro was amazing last season, and I think he will be again this season. Especially if you look at his preseason, he really came back well from the World Cup. Then on top of it, Welbeck can pop up with some important goals here and there. They have so many players. They aren't all the best quality. They might even lose Enzo Fernandez, but knowing them, they will buy someone else. Morgan Rogers is just an amazing addition to the squad. I think Cole Palmer will do better this season. Xabi Alonso will probably get more out of him than we've seen, especially if he keeps on staying fit. Reece James is always going to be injured, so he will be in and out. Think they do need a better goalkeeper still, and the defense still needs some work. Wingers aren't too amazing, but I feel like Xabi Alonso has some solutions for their problems. So I think he will get them to the second spot. And then number one is gonna be Arsenal, of course. We have the most stable situation where Mikel Arteta has been in the helm for 6, 7 years now. He's won the league. We finally did it. And we've even strengthened with Bruno Guimaraes. Solis looks amazing and has some great GA records over the seasons. So yeah, he's gonna be an amazing addition. Hopefully, we can just get Saka fit for this season. Odegaard looks better. He was great at the World Cup, and he's come back with good form. We have Harvard and Jokeres fit, so our two strikers are there. Marino is back, our third best striker. We don't know yet what's gonna happen with Martinelli, Waneri, Gabi Jesus, Fabi Fiera is still here. Reece Nelson, I think, is still here. We've we are almost signing Esri Konsa. All the news has already been there that we have agreed a deal. He's gonna have his medical and whatever. So our back line is definitely covered until Timber and Saliba are back. Yeah, we just have the best goalie, the best defense. We've strengthened our midfield. MLS is there. Subamendi, Bruno Guimaraes, Rice. We have Marino, of course. Odegaard, Eze. I mean, nobody in the league can compete with our midfield. Up front, we have Saka, Madueke, Dauman. Still at this moment, Martinelli, Solis, Jokeres, Harvard. I don't even want to say some of the other players because I don't think they will really feature. And even in defense, we've strengthened with Konza, but we also have Mosquera, who's a great deputy, and then we have Salmon even. So I just think we have the best squad. We have the most stable situation. We can rotate a lot, keep the players fresh, hopefully keep the injuries to its lowest it's been in years, and make sure that we just get this thing done, man. Back to back. We haven't done it in the Premier League era. So it just would be so nice winning another title, hopefully get one of the cups, and in the best scenario, we even win the Champions League. It is possible, especially with the squad we have now and more rotation. Think if our players would have been fresher against PSG in the final, we could have done more than just sit back after the goal. Maybe counter them better because we had more legs to do the running. We still would want to see a winger added to the squad on the left side. Barcola maybe hijack that move because Liverpool is stalling too long. Yildiz is one of the names that's touted. For me, I feel like the names of Oshiman and Alvarez, yeah, it sounds nice on paper, but I feel like Jokeres should get another year at least to showcase. Hopefully, in a team that's more attack minded, faster attacks, not the slow build up, even though the teams are out of position. And if we attack faster, I feel like he's gonna show more of what we know from Sporting. Kai Harvard is Arteta's favorite, so I don't see him going. So I don't really feel like Oshiman and Alvarez are what we really need. I think a good left winger to have Solis and another left winger, seeing as Martinelli is kind of out of favor. It would just be really nice to have another one there so we can rotate that as well with great quality and just showcase that in another Champions League final if we get there. When it comes to the top scorer of the Premier League, you would most likely say it's gonna be Haaland. But yeah, I don't think it's gonna be one of the Arsenal guys. I don't see Harvard's scoring as much goals as Haaland can score, and I don't think Gyökeres is gonna get enough games to score as much as Haaland. Thiago from Brentford was horrible at the World Cup. I don't know if Brentford is gonna be as good as they were last season. So I don't think he's gonna challenge Haaland. So the Isak could maybe challenge him, but Liverpool should really do a lot better this season for Isak to go there. And I think he's gonna have to share some minutes with Ekatike when he is fit and firing again. So yeah, it's gonna be a boring answer here. It's gonna be Haaland. Unfortunately, I would love it to be Victor Gyökeres in this case, but I think it's gonna be Haaland. Most assists. I think that oh, Bruno Fernandes had a lot of assists last season. Think he's gonna be up there again. Turkey could be there as well, especially with Haaland being the top scorer. But I have a feeling that Solis or Saka could really be one of the top assisters. So I'm just gonna go for Saka as the top assister on the season. Player of the season, I also think it's gonna be Saka. He's gonna have an amazing season with a lot of assists and I think a lot more goals, especially if he just stays fit for the season. He's gonna score some good goals. So I think Saka is gonna be player of the season, guiding us to back-to-back championships. Golden Glove, easy. David Raya, man, the best keeper in the league. We have the best defense, so we should have the most clean sheets. And Raya's gonna get that Golden Glove again. Then when it comes to the cups, I think we won't win the League Cup again. That's just not our league. As long as I've been an Arsenal fan, that's just been a horrible league or horrible cup competition for us, the League Cup. I think Man United will win the League Cup. I do think we will win the FA Cup. It's gonna be hard, and those matches are gonna be later in the season, and we will have the fresher, bigger squad. So I think we have the best papers for the FA Cup. Champions League. I don't know, but I don't. I would love to say Arsenal win it, but I have a suspicion that Barcelona might win it this season. They added Rodri. They have more rotation in attack. I just feel like, yeah, Barcelona's gonna be one of those difficult teams this season, and they might come back with a vengeance here and win the Champions League. I know it's a big shout. Real Madrid is gonna be great with Mourinho, I think. Bayern with Kane and Olise, and obviously PSG. But I have a suspicion that it's gonna be Barcelona. Lamine Yamal winning the Champions League is gonna happen at some point. So the first season with Rodri behind him, it might just be their year. that's the predictions for the upcoming season. Maybe we will revisit this at the end of the season, see how wrong I was. Thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe. Check out the new channel. At least subscribe already. I don't have any videos yet, but you can at least check it out. And I'll see you guys tomorrow because I'm gonna drop a preview to the season opener against Coventry on Friday. In the morning. Nice lead up to the match at night. I'm really looking forward to that, man. First match of the season at home against Coventry. I think it's gonna be some good goals. Thank you guys for watching. See you on the next one. Peace.